Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I am photographing books. These books came from an estate sale lot that we bought back in February 2024, so it has been over a year. I will say this past weekend, over Memorial Day weekend, I was able to go through a bunch of them. I only have half of a shelf of books left. Granted, they're 3 stacks deep. But I have physically touched 921 books from this estate sale lot that I bought for $80. I'm really kind of hoping I have over 1,000 because part of me really wants there to be over 1,000 books in the lot. But 921 books, I ended up only keeping around 200 of the 600 I went through over the weekend. I was able to scan all of them. I will say, unfortunately, there was probably around 10 that were just so far gone that they couldn't even be donated, that had to be thrown away. One was just covered in mold. I don't know how it got wet. I don't know if it got wet there or here, but you couldn't sell it. I could not in good conscience even give that and donate it to our library. But we donated around 600 books to the library so far. Our library has a Friends of Library sale every week. And they always sell the donated books, so if they were of good condition, we did donate them there. We have been known to also donate to our little libraries around town and put books in there, especially children's books. We'll go in there. There were a lot of vintage books that just weren't worth selling, but they were kind of cool. So I'm hoping maybe the library can get some good money out of them. And when I say good money, I think they sell their hardbacks for 50 cents and their paperbacks for 25. But, here's 600 books for you. And you just go and drop them off in front of their donation area. They actually just have a sign that's like, donate here. They ask that you don't go through it, but people have obviously gone through it because my husband dropped off books on Saturday and Sunday, and the books we dropped off on Saturday were gone. And the library was not open because it was Memorial Day weekend, so somebody went through them, but you know what? They're not our issue anymore. They're going to a good home, hopefully. Out of the 16 tubs of books, I have it down to 3 very full tubs. Like, I don't expect you to be able to pick these tubs up. We're just going to go through and grab things out of the tubs. 3 very full tubs, 27-gallon tubs, and half of a bookshelf is what is left. That is not listed. We probably have 2 tubs of listed books so far, and those are selling consistently. When I say selling consistently, I'm not selling one every day, but I'm selling multiple a week, which is more than I expected from this. We have tripled our money at this point from the estate sale. I know this is one of the things where eBay sellers kind of get into a bit of trouble. You don't actually calculate your time. So if we calculated like an hourly rate on time, and where we are, our minimum wage just went up to $15 an hour. If we calculate our time, we are in the hole a lot. And I know as resellers, we often don't calculate our time into dollars or money or anything because we just don't, we don't think about it. If I did calculate the time we spent into this, we would be in the hole. I think this weekend when we had our rummage sale and we were going through our garage, which by the way, the rummage sale, if you watched my other video, was an epic failure. We made less than $10 over 2 days, but we were able to go through our garage and go through a bunch of inventory, which was really nice, and got a bunch of stuff out of our house, which again was super nice. And we were able to, get the lawnmower out, which was something we were struggling with. So that, again, did not make a lot of money, was extremely productive. We spent 8 hours on Saturday going through inventory and photographing and seeing what we want. We were even able to list a couple things. One of the items we listed on Saturday sold within hours, which, you kind of kick yourself for that. Another item I found that I had picked up at the bins, and I think I have it in one of the videos. It's I would say a photograph, but it's not a photograph. It's a painting of geese. It's actually a print of geese, but it is a signed, numbered print, and that's why I picked it up. I'm like, okay, it's signed, it's numbered. more than likely it's worth something. So I just grabbed it. It came from the bids. It was professionally framed too, which was like another tip off on why I grabbed it. It wasn't like someone's art project that they did at home. This was professionally framed, signed and numbered. So I went through and I grabbed it, and I want to say we spent like $3 on it. When I went to look it up on eBay yesterday, which is kind of sad because I've had it since last May. When I went to look it up on eBay yesterday, only one had sold, but only one had ever been listed. And the one that sold for $250. It was slightly different than the one I had. Same size, different print. So I went ahead and listed mine for $150 because I want to go on. So if it sells for $150, that's great. We actually hung it on the wall. So it is decorating our house. And I think that's something my husband joked about for a while, that we would buy art and we would just hang it on our walls and have it decorate our house until it's sold, and then we would replace it with something else. And I think that is a cute idea, and I think if we ever get our actual like storage area up and ready, that is something that we would do. We would just list it and then hang it on the wall until it sells, and then change it out and put something new there. We were also joking about wardrobes, how you could just list your entire wardrobe on eBay and wear it until it sells, and when it sells, wash it and ship it off. So I think that's kind of funny too. And totally doable, I guess, because we are going on vacation and we needed several items, and we actually ended up shopping our inventory for those items. I did take them down there. It's still listed. But I was like, oh, we need a pair of khaki shorts. We have a pair of khaki shorts this size, or we have a pair of swim trunks this size. And we were able to go through that. Does that mean when we're done wearing them, they won't go back up? Maybe. Depends on how damaged they get. But this is not the first time we've shopped our inventory. And we went around to several thrift stores looking for, we're taking a family picture on vacation, and we're looking for outfits to go in that, because I hate paying full price for something you're only going to wear a couple times. So we went around to thrift stores. I'm using something I already owned. My husband's using something he already owned, but all three of the kids, we were able to pick up stuff for them at thrift stores, which was really, really nice. And I think I got all three of their outfits for the price of what would have been less than one shirt. So that, again, super nice. I don't know how people like go out and buy like really expensive outfits just to match for pictures and then never use them again. So we were able to, and we're not matchy-matchy. We're just like, look nice and the colors look good together, I guess would be because they're not even the same colorway. Like, I'm wearing cream. My husband is wearing blue and cantaloupe striped shirt. My son is wearing a Kelly green striped shirt. My other daughter is wearing lilac. And then my middle daughter is wearing like a dusty rose. So, and they're all different styles too. We just kind of look good together. Matches. I don't know. We're not all wearing like mauve or cream or green or blue or whatever. It just looks fine. And we don't professionally get them done. We take our DSLR down with us. We're going to the beach and we just take our DSLR down there and we take the picture ourselves. So again, how do we move the decimal? We save money by doing professional pictures ourselves. Granted, could a professional do better? Maybe. Do we Photoshop them? No. I don't like it when people Photoshop pictures of their kids. I think that's kind of telling that their kid says there's something wrong with them. So I don't Photoshop any pictures with my children in them. That being said, my senior picture had to be Photoshopped because I had a black eye in it, which was kind of funny. As I'm like, don't Photoshop your kids' pictures. Well, my senior pictures had to be Photoshopped because I had a black eye, because I am just incredibly clumsy. But we are, we got the clothes from a thrift store. We are taking the pictures ourselves. Granted, we did spend money on the camera, but the camera was for our eBay business. And so it was a tax write-off, which is nice. And we do use it for portraits, photographs, stuff like that, now that it's semi-retired and we just use our phones to list. It's probably, I want to say 6 or 7 years old, so it is an older DSLR, and quite frankly, our phones are probably better at this point, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching our channel. Please like and subscribe and have a productive day.